How can you tell if there's a leak in an aircraft exhaust system? A leak usually shows up as a gray or black feather-shaped streak coming from a crack or from an area where the exhaust components aren't perfectly aligned. What's an easy way to check a reciprocating engine exhaust system for leaks? You can pressurize the exhaust system using the discharge from a vacuum cleaner, then brush or spray a soap and water solution over every joint and suspect area. If there's a leak, you'll see bubbles form where the air escapes. How do turbocharged engine exhaust systems handle heat expansion without leaking? They use flexible components like bellow and ball joints. These parts allow the system to expand and contract with heat while still keeping it sealed. When starting a turbocharged engine, should the wastegate be open or closed? It should be open so that most of the exhaust gases bypass the turbine during startup. What's the main purpose of an aircraft exhaust system? Its primary job is to safely remove exhaust gases from the engine and airframe. While it can also aid in heating or supercharging, its first responsibility is protecting the airplane and its occupants from the hot, potentially dangerous gases. What is a short stack exhaust system? It's a simple exhaust setup that uses open exhaust tubes with no mufflers. Short stack systems are often found on smaller, non-supercharged engines where noise levels are not a major issue. How does the exhaust flow differ between ducted fan and unducted fan turbine engines? In a ducted fan engine, both the fan air and the core exhaust flow through enclosed ducts and exit together through a common mixed nozzle. In an unducted fan engine, there are two separate nozzles, one for the fan airflow and another for the core exhaust, and both exit independently into the surrounding air. What is the purpose of augmenters on a reciprocating engine's exhaust system? Augmenters use the velocity of exhaust gases to create a ventry effect, pulling additional air over the engine to improve cooling efficiency. How does a muffler on a reciprocating engine help reduce noise? The exhaust gases from all the cylinders are routed into a manifold that leads to a large expansion chamber. Inside, the flow slows down and passes through baffles that diffuse the gas energy, reducing both pressure pulses and sound. What is a hush kit on a jet engine? A hush kit is an aerodynamic modification installed on older turbojet engines. It helps reduce noise by diffusing and slowing the high-velocity exhaust gases as they exit the engine. Why are thrust reversers usually not used below about 60 knots? At lower speeds, the reversed exhaust flow can cause hot gases and debris to be recirculated into the engine intake. This can lead to foreign object damage or even engine flameout. What's a mechanical blockage thrust reverser? It's a system that slides a pair of scoop-shaped doors aft to block the normal exhaust flow. When deployed, these doors redirect the exhaust gases forward, helping slow the aircraft during landing. How does a cascade-type thrust reverser work? When activated, Part of the fan cowl slides backward, and blocker doors deflect the fan airflow to a set of cascade vanes that redirect it forward. At the same time, the core exhaust flow is also diverted through cascades, creating reverse thrust.